good morning, and welcome to this week's serving of Mickey Waffles, a Disney podcast where we cover everything from parks, movies, and merchandise. My name is Sinead.
My name's Kate. Hi guys, how's it going?
I'm good, I won't lie, nearly forgot the intro. Bang smack in the middle there. It was a little wobbly. That's what happens when you only do it every 2 weeks. Get a little out of sorts. But how are you, Kate?
Sorry, I'm resizing something here and it won't work. I'm fine, I guess. I'm still here. I'm still talking to random people in a shop every day. You know, life's life.
It's good. It's good. The weather has slightly calmed down today. We're both wearing layers. Oh, I've missed layers. I've missed layers.
The other day I came home and I put a jumper on. I was like, oh.
I have missed layers so much.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I enjoy a dress, but I like being able to put like a jumper or a shirt, cozy things.
I don't like this one. Just don't like it. Don't agree with it. It doesn't agree with me. No, really wasn't my time. Couldn't sleep. Was cranky. Woke up in literal puddles of sweat.
Horrific.
And I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, no. I think I have a cold from the fan being on all week. But like, it was that or I died. So, what you gonna do?
Ireland as a country is not made, neither buildings nor people are made for anything above 21 degrees. Anything above 21 degrees is severe heat. Yeah. Let alone the other day when we were setting up for my mum's birthday party, at one stage it was 31 degrees.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely ridiculous.
No, we are not built for that. I was slathering myself in Factor 50 several times a day and I still got burnt.
But like, fucking Americans being like, oh, UK and Ireland, like, they're so weak, blah, 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 blah. The country's physically not built for it. No. Like, physically, like, infrastructure-wise, it's not built for it. Nope. There's no air conditioning anywhere unless you're in a department store.
Yeah.
Because there's no windows in those, so they have to have it. Like, it's just, the country's not built for it. And also, our humidity at points was 98%.
A girl,
98%!
A girl I was friends with, she moved to Canada a couple of years ago. And she posted a tweet last week, because obviously she was seeing everyone from Ireland posting these ridiculous temperatures. And she was like, I don't care what anyone says. She was like, 30 degrees in Canada. She was like, it's a breeze. She was like, it is fine. She was like, I don't know what the fuck it is about the heat in Ireland. She was like, it is just a whole other kettle of fish.
Yeah, like there was people like just that whole week, last week, there was like on TikTok I saw like Brazilians, Mexicans, Argentinians that were all like seeing the weather forecast and being like, great, it's gonna be like being at home, and then literally them dying and being like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Our infrastructure is built to retain heat at all costs.
Our fucking country's built to retain heat. Yeah. Like the roads are just like, yeah, give it to me.
It's just so there's a bit of a break.
Anyway, yeah, it lashed today.
It was glorious.
Yeah, I was on the bus and I was like, yes. Now I did have to walk home in said rain, but
I mean, you're going to end up soaking wet walking home anyways. It was either from sweat or it was from rain. I would much rather it be from rain.
Yeah, the fucking sweat, like, obviously I have to tie up my hair because it's so hot. And then, like, just the sweat at the bottom of my hair is just disgusting. Like, what else? What are you going to do? You can't do anything about it.
Dry shampoo is your best friend.
Disgusting. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice. Have you been up to much?
No. Have I? No.
Fair.
I really don't think I have. I've just been kind of working again. Did I go anywhere? Saw The Princess Bride.
Oh, very nice. Did you enjoy?
Yeah.
Was it in the lighthouse?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I've never seen Princess Sunday. I'm so excited.
I've never seen Princess Bride before, so that was fun. What are you seeing on Sunday?
Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, I remember. I knew it was a movie that I didn't know the name of.
Yeah. I think it's Kurt Russell, definitely John Carpenter. I'm very excited about it.
No idea what you're talking about. And then I think this Sunday we're gonna go see Suicide Squad.
Nice.
Somewhere. Don't know where.
Cool.
It's a bit too mainstream for the Lighthouse, so probably not there.
Okay.
And then we're going to Sprezatoria again this Sunday.
I still haven't tried this place, and I really want to.
Sorry. They opened their bookings for August today.
Jesus.
But only outdoor. They still haven't done their indoor yet.
That's fair.
Yeah, I really don't... I feel like I'm missing something, but I really don't think I am. Haven't really been anywhere in a while, just because been like
Heat.
weird shifts and stuff. Yeah, and also the heat. Like, couldn't even bring the dogs for a walk for a couple of days because it was too hot. Oh, we have bought Ari a cool pad.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's motion activated, so when or pressure activated, so when she lies down on it, it gets cold.
Oh, very nice.
Took her a while to get used to it. I think the first time she lied down, she was like, "What the fuck?" Because she very much lied down and then immediately got back up and walked away.
Oh, bless her.
She was like, I don't know about that now.
No one else is expecting.
She loves it now though.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Love that.
But yeah, I think that's it. I have 3 days off in a row
Oh, beautiful.
coming up, so that'll be nice. Yeah, I've really nothing else. We looked at Universal tickets.
Yeah.
Because I only just remembered the other day that I should probably check again to see if I could buy for January yet. And we could.
Oh,
and even though we got so much great advice from the dads, I think I'm going to go way back on everything I said and we're going to go for one day.
Fair. I feel that.
Because I don't know why, like the tickets are the same price as when we looked at it before, but for some reason now we're like, that's too expensive, so we're gonna go for one day, hope that it's quiet enough, and if we really get stuck we'll buy express while we're there, and just take the hit.
It's probably the best way of doing it, and like, I suppose do the DLP approach. What are the main things that you want to go on and prioritize them?
Yeah, exactly. I think that'll just be the way we do it. We'll just live with it. I think my approach to this holiday changes every week.
I mean,
it's like XYZ, then it's like XY, and it's like just Z.
Honestly, and like with the way things are changing at the minute, it's probably the best way of doing
That's
it.
the other thing is the closer we get, the less likely I'm allowed into the country. So
yeah, America's not really letting people in.
Which I think is kind of rich for them, considering they're the ones who fucked about this entire pandemic. And now all of a sudden they're like, no, you can't come in because we're too worried about our health. And I'm like,
but also, I can't remember which of the dads it was. It might have been Chris posted into the group yesterday, the day before, that a fifth of all COVID cases in just came from Orlando yesterday. Just Orlando.
Yeah,
Just Orlando.
I would just really like them to get their act together.
Yeah.
In the next couple of months. Like, they can do it. You can get your act together in a few months. We've seen it.
Yeah. I know certain places have started reintroducing, so I think it was Universal Hollywood, because of where they are within California, they had to bring masks back.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that'll probably start creeping in again a bit more.
Problem with that. So I don't care. Just let me go.
Yeah.
Let me into the country.
Yeah.
And it's really annoying, like, even if they put in like a little bylaw thing, because Ed has an American passport, so if they put in that thing where it's like, oh, if you're a partner of someone who has one, you can come in, but currently it's only if you're married, and that's not happening just to go to Disney. So
I've heard of sillier things.
Sillier things.
If you need a witness, just let me know the time and the day. I'll be there.
Literally, that's it. Like, witness, sign. Here's your money. Thanks. I'm off to Disney.
Fuck. Adios.
Yeah, I do think by the time January comes around.
Yeah.
But we are about to go into August, and we're slowly running out of 2021. So if they could really book it up kind of quick, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, come on, Joey Biden.
That's okay.
That's
I prepared for it. We've prepared for it mentally. It's fine. Worst comes to worst, we've an extra couple of grand just sitting there.
And you can just book it for another time.
Yeah. True. No, that's me. Sorry. I talked too much there.
That's alright.
What about you?
Yeah, I'm off work next week, which I'm very excited about. I feel like I haven't taken like a chunk of time in a while, which I'm very much looking forward to. I got vaccinated last week.
Woo!
Number 1. So, and I've seen a lot of people that I follow online that have got vaccinated in the last like 2 weeks. It's actually only taken them 3 weeks before they get the second dose.
Yeah, because that's the someone's minimum.
Yeah.
M or something. So I don't know.
So,
Honestly, the further this gets on, the less I pay attention.
yeah.
Yeah, because the actual minimum amount of weeks is 3.
Yeah.
So that'd be good.
I've seen a couple people. There's a girl that I follow online that got vaccinated on the 17th, and she got a text today about getting her second one on the 3rd.
Great.
So it's pretty dang quick.
Yeah, I think they're really trickling along now, to be fair.
They really are. And I had mine done in UCD during the week. It's fantastic. The setup was great. I was in and out within a half an hour, and that's including the 15 minutes waiting. It was a dream.
Yeah, when I got mine both times, the longest part was waiting. And just sitting there twiddling your thumbs, being like, do.
So yeah, be pleased. So another few weeks and I'll be fully vaccinated, which is great because DLP obviously brought in that health pass thing. And like, I'm not going till December, and I was fairly dang certain I was going to be vaccinated by then, but it's just nice having the first one done.
Yeah.
Because there's only so long I will have to wait before the second one. So
yeah, exactly. Sure, 16 and 17-year-olds can register now as well, which is great.
Yeah, so we're getting there finally, which is delightful. But yeah, that's about the most exciting thing that's happened in the last week, other than my mum's sparkle party, which was
an event, let me tell you.
It was a time. It was great crack though. There was
it was good.
We made my mum found a recipe for a white sangria, which if you are a whiskey fan, I would highly recommend.
Is that what we were drinking?
Yeah,
I really like that.
very tasty. It was a bottle of Chardonnay. I can't remember the exacts. If anyone really wants to know, DM us. But it's Chardonnay wine, whiskey, maple syrup. It said sparkling apple juice, but that's not a thing in Ireland, so we used Sidona. And I'm trying to think. I think there were cinnamon sticks in it, and it was delightful.
It was really nice. It was too easy to drink.
So dangerously easy to drink. Like, I'm pretty sure me and Kate were the only people that were like drink. I think a couple people like tried it, but I think me and Kate were the only people that were drinking it.
Yeah.
That was a 6-liter jug.
Yeah, half of it was gone pretty quick.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I did reach a point where I just stopped.
Oh, big same. It was a lot of sugar.
But like, yeah, I think I just at some point I just put a glass down and was like, I'll drink water now.
Yeah. There was a really hilarious time where it took me, my dad, and Kate to try and divide up my mum's birthday cake, which was
we got there.
Quite the task.
We got there. Your dad was the funniest. He was so funny. He was like, what do we do? What do I do with this? What do I do? I'm like, hold, just stay steady. He was like, put it down. I was like, don't put it down. There's a stick in the middle of it.
It was quite the event. But yeah, that's pretty much been life for the last 2 weeks, which is a bit wild.
Honestly, I just get more pissed at Disney every day. So without further ado, let's talk about some shit.
Yeah, let's get on to some news, shall we?
So starting with DLP, one of the most annoying things, the Premier Access will officially launch on August 5th at Disneyland Paris. It's also looking like this is the exact thing that's coming to Walt Disney World at some point, because it has been being said to be like trialed and this and that at DLP, so it's definitely coming to Disney World. How it works, I don't know. If it works this way, fuck. If it works like Express in Universal, you know what, I might do it. So the new service will allow near immediate boarding on major attractions for a fee between €8 and €15 per ride.
Per person. They haven't put that there, but I feel like...
So if you have a family of 4 and you all want to get on Space Mountain in the Fast Pass queue, it's going to cost you €60.
That is wild.
€60 to skip the queue
Yeah.
for 4 people.
Yeah.
Like a family of 4. Like that's easily like 2 adults and 2 like teens.
Yeah.
Or just childs of over 140 centimeters. But yeah, by the looks of it, it's definitely something that's coming to all the resorts.
Yeah. I feel like now that they fully own DLP is just going to continue to be like the guinea pig.
Guinea pig, yeah.
While they figure stuff out.
I just really hope that that this doesn't work. That's my number one, is that people don't pay for it.
Yep.
Because I don't care how many times I go to DLP in my future life, I will never, ever, ever pay for this.
No.
Ever. I don't know if it's because we had that crazy year where we went so many times or what, but like there's nothing in DLP that would make me be like, yeah, I'll pay extra for that.
Yeah.
No, not a hope. But in Disney World, depending on how they do it, I could see it being very good. And also Disney people in Florida are just crazy.
Oh, yeah, big same.
They're a different breed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's Disney Premier Access.
Yeah. They've released a new menu for Silver Spur Steakhouse, which is not a place I've ever been. I'll hold my hands up. I think because it said steakhouse, I just always assumed they never had it for vegetarians, which is
That's
not.
fair assumption.
Yeah. So the menu is going to launch this Friday on July 30th. They have taken away the a la carte menu. So now it's just a set menu, which DLP want to do. They're a big fan of doing the set menus. So for adults, there's 2 options. You can get a starter and a main course, which is €30, or you can get a starter, main, and dessert for €40. I have to say, from looking at this, I quite like the sound of the veggie options. You can get a vegan salad that's got all things that I enjoyed. I really did enjoy the very innocuous slices of vegetable proteins. I have no idea what this means. I don't know what it is. I'm assuming it's maybe like the equivalent of corn or something. It's just slices of vegetable protein.
Vegetable protein, yeah, weird.
And then there's some veggie skewers and stuff like that, which sounds quite nice. I did see the lovely Sandy Glitter and Bows. I know Sandy is quite the DLP foodie. She doesn't seem very happy about the menu, so I assume, and a lot of people that I saw don't seem to be very happy about the changes, that the menu is quite limited now. Again, I don't know. I haven't eaten there beforehand, but
I think, sorry to interrupt you, I think that's more of a turn towards the fact that the DLP is wholly owned by Disney now.
Yeah.
Because in Florida, menus are quite small.
Yeah.
And quite concise.
Very
and
true.
I feel like they walked over and were like, there's too many options here. This is too expensive.
Yeah.
Roll this down.
True. It's probably, and especially at the minute, and it's something that a lot of places over here are doing at the minute. They're reducing their menus to reduce on food waste because they don't have the same volume of guests going in at the minute as well. Mm-hmm. I will say, one thing that I was a bit like, they only have 2 cocktails. One is called a Spicy Arizona, which just says beer, raspberry nectar, lime, and then a pepper. And I'm like, that's a terrible cocktail. And then the other one is a non-alcoholic kiwi drink. I'm like, I would want neither of these.
Kiwi drinks are nice. No matter how much you like kiwi as a fruit, kiwi drinks just are weird. I don't enjoy
like
them.
Kiwi kind of makes my mouth feel funny. I feel like I'm vaguely allergic.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of serious.
Yeah. But yeah, I can actually see the tweet from Sandy here. She said, this is a bit of a letdown. I really have enjoyed eating there in the past. New menu is very limited.
Oh, well there. You heard it from the source of someone who's actually been there.
There you go.
Then moving on to some merch. So I just looked at the picture like properly for the first time there. Those cups were in the Disney store about 5 years ago.
Yep.
So Disneyland Paris has released a snacks themed collection featuring candy ears, cups, t-shirts, a hoodie and more in the lovely display at Walt Disney Studio Store. The ears are cute.
But again, they've been out in the other parks for
Years.
many years.
The cups are these like ice cream swirl cups that were a P in the Disney store like at least 5 years ago. You could get them for, I'm pretty sure it was $5.99 or something with every purchase. $5.90, sorry, it would have been with any purchase. And I think it's mad that whoever's making them, they could get them to make them again. There is a pink t-shirt which is cute until you see the glitter down the side and that ruins it.
Oh, I didn't even... Oh my god, that's horrific. I didn't even notice that.
It says... Where's the close-up one?
Life is
much better with something.
I think it's just then it's inferred cupcakes.
Oh. No.
Yeah.
Then there's this really cute jump hoodie. It's like almost like a mint green. And it says Disneyland Paris, but the Disneyland is spelt out in snacks.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, not quintessentially Disney snacks because they don't do those in Paris. A sweater, which I would call oatmeal, is a Mickey cookie with a bite taken out of it that literally just says delicious giant cookie, Disneyland Paris.
Like it's
like they picked a French person who has never spoken English before and was like, yeah, that makes sense. And then a grey t-shirt with a popcorn bucket exploding that says feel better with, and then the popcorn bucket exploding.
Yeah.
And then just Disneyland Paris at the bottom. Like, I get what they were going for, but also why are you so bad at this?
I find it really ironic because, like, don't get me wrong, in most Disney parks, Disney snacks are super iconic. Our podcast is literally named after an iconic Disney snack. Like, but DLP ain't it. She don't do the snacks.
No, like half the snacks that they have on that thing, on all these items, they don't do.
No, and it's like... I get where they were going because the snack ranges do so well in the other parks, but I'm like, that's because they have the iconic snacks.
They have the snacks.
That people have the emotional attachment to. This ain't it. She ain't it.
No. It's also badly done. Like,
yeah.
This is probably... Now, some of the items are cute, but it's probably the worst snack merch I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Which is wild because... I don't know what it is about Disney World that just always hits the mark and why Disneyland Paris just can't do it.
Yeah, I don't. So close, but not quite there.
But anyway, yeah, I've closed that window now because it was annoying me.
So it was announced last week that there is a new Disney Magical Weeks offer and packages that are for arrivals between July 23rd and September 30th. Once they are booked before August 23rd. So you can pick up a meal, which is a sandwich or a salad, drink, dessert, and a souvenir bag daily at Market House Deli, which is the one on Main Street, or New York Sandwiches, just by showing your Magic Pass. I don't know if you've already booked a trip, if this will already be included, or if you maybe need to, or if you really wanted to see if you could get this included. DLP Report have put a clarification tweet saying on the offer below, the daily meal per person is included in this specific package and it is not free. So the package will be slightly more expensive. Personally, unless you are only booking now and it makes financial sense, I would say avoid this like the plague.
Yeah, why would you need this?
The queues for these places to get these sandwiches are not going to be worth it.
True that.
Time is money.
But it's just not worth a full stop. Like, that's shit. That's all crap.
Yeah.
Like, nothing in there is unique or interesting. Why would I pay money for it? Like, ahead of time. If I want one of those sandwiches, I'll just play it by ear and see if I can get one. I'm not going to pre-book this weird package.
Yeah, no. Would avoid at all costs. Because even when people have the dining packages, I know the, like, morning one, it's... where it's the place in studios in the actual studio building, and then it's usually Cafe Hyperion, and the queues for that are always absolutely mammoth because the queues for anything to do with food with DLP are always absolutely mammoth. So I would say avoid this like the plague.
I agree.
Worth it.
Anything to do with DLP that isn't just the rides, avoid.
Very this.
Anything that isn't like just the park. If you
Yeah.
stray in any way, no. No more Stitch Live on Mondays and Tuesdays. As shown by this quality sign, it looks like a 4-year-old got into Word and Paint. And said, no shows Monday, Tuesday.
Like, the only thing it's missing is Comic Sans.
That's very true, actually. Yeah. Comic Sans would have made it just a bit better.
Is bad. So we mentioned on the last episode that Fuente del Oro has reopened and it had a new menu. It's also now officially a bar.
Yeah, I don't know what the crack is with that. I wonder is it because it can't be classed as a restaurant because it doesn't actually have that much food?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I also don't know why they would take one of the very few restaurants
That sells nice
in
food.
the park. Not even just the fact that it was one of the few places that actually sold nice food, but like there's not that many restaurants in the park. And like it had, don't get me wrong, it didn't have the biggest area for seating. I totally get that, but it still had a decent amount of seating area. Like why would you just turn it into a bar? It just seems like a really stupid move.
Someone literally commented underneath it, low effort, Imagineering, awful.
Yeah, and like the sign is atrocious. It's literally just...
It's the sign's lovely until they literally plastered the word bar underneath it with on like a sticky tape.
And like the place is just reopened. Like they would have known this. Why didn't they do this beforehand?
Yeah.
Like it's literally like they stuck a plaster on it. It's terrible. Ugh. Yeah. DLP.
Checking in on the lengthy Orbitron refurbishment. The attraction is not expected to return until the end of next year. Couldn't give a shit.
Do we think this is going to turn into the new railroad? Do we think Orbitron will be back before the 30th?
No.
I don't think it will either.
But like, where did it go? That's my thing. I just can't believe it just disappeared.
COVID ate it.
I just can't believe that they got a crane, came and picked it up and moved it away. Like, I just think that's mad. I also think it's mad that they've taken it away and are putting it back. Just get rid of it. Just take it down and use the space.
Yeah, like that would
There's
be
no
a
way,
far better option.
There's no way it churns through that many guests for it to be worth it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It takes so long to load and unload. You have to like squeeze the people in because it doesn't fit anyone that isn't a toddler. I mean, that's kind of the point. But like, it's just no. Just don't bring it back. Just don't bring it back. That's my solution. So much cheaper. Bob Chapek, you want to save money? Ditch it. Throw it away. Sell it for scrap.
Yeah.
Then use that money to fund entertainment. There you go.
There we go.
That's
Suggestions.
thousands. I must have saved you thousands there. Come on.
There you go. So I mentioned earlier about the health pass, which you now need for DLP. So that came into effect on July 21st. So DLP report tweeted on the first day. So the first day of the health pass check at Disneyland Paris, the checks are performed to enter the parks only. So at the main security entrance before bag check, and then at a new checkpoint in front of World of Disney after bag check if you're coming from Vapiano, Disney Village, or the Disney hotels. So I imagine this was probably a bit of a ball ache the first day.
Everything is, isn't it?
Isn't it always? So, as they've stated, you do not need to have the health pass check currently to go to the Disney Village or to go to the hotels or anything like that. You do need it for the swimming pools though, which is fair enough. However, in August, not that they've announced a specific date, but sometime in August, you will require it to be basically anywhere in Disney property by the sounds of it. So to go to the Disney Village, to be in the Disneyland hotel, to be in any of the Disneyland Paris hotels, you will be required to have the health pass. So just be wary.
Might get hate for it, but I think it's fine. I think it's grand. I think that's for
No,
personally.
same.
I think it's a lot better than Disney World being like, you don't gotta wear no mask, no nothing. We can't ask. We won't know. No.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
agree.
That seems unsafe. But okay. Back to our old friends, the Laughing Cow. There's a new ice cream stand moved near the Laugh and Go food truck, providing more sweets options since the truck itself can only sell Baby Bell products. So it's themed to Jessie. Jessie's Snack Roundup. Tasty snacks.
I have to say, the little stand thing is very, very well themed. It's very cute.
Yeah, it's one of the best themed things I've ever seen in DLP.
Which is saying something.
Yep. A bounty of delicious snacks.
Now, I will say, in the third photo from this particular tweet from DLP Report, all I can see are drinks. And it's also cash only, which during a pandemic, I just find truly hilarious.
They obviously can't get a machine out there.
Yeah. So, I'm assuming they just have the regular standard ice creams that they do.
Yeah, there's definitely ice creams. Because that's what that red one is.
Yeah.
With this thing. But also, yeah, the sign does just have drinks, and so does the umbrella.
Yeah.
Oh, here it goes. There's another picture here. Magnum, Cornetto, Twister, Ben & Jerry's cookie dough. Ooh. So, 4 ice creams, 4 drinks.
Nice. That's a good DLP selection. Nice.
Yep. Why do we not get Mickey bars here at DLP? Non-Disney ice cream is dull. I want Mickey-shaped lollies and Donald Duck wafers.
A Donald Duck wafer?
Yeah, I don't know. I imagine it's Asian.
Yeah. I did see, and I forgot to send it in, they are doing a Spider-Man ice pop. Did you see this?
No,
it's like a
but
red...
I saw the lightsaber lolly.
Yeah, it's like a blue Clippo. But to be fair, the Spider-Man one, it actually looks pretty good. It's kind of like if you... I'm going to do a real Irish reference. Do you remember Fat Frogs?
Yeah.
Picture that, but Spider-Man from the
torso up,
from not quite like nipple height up. I can't think of a different way of phrasing it.
Shoulder height up?
No, because it's slightly below the shoulders.
Mid torso up.
There we go. Sure. And it's just all red, so I assume it's probably strawberry. But like it has like etchings for like his mask and the web and all that kind of stuff. It looks pretty good. I think it was like $3.50 or something like that. So pretty.
I'd pay it.
Pricey,
I'd pay it.
But
I'd pay it.
On a hot DLP day, fuck it.
I mean, I'm a 2-income household with no kids. I'd pay for it.
Those goddamn childless millennials going to Disney,
Jesus.
making kids cry. That's what we do.
Man. Fuck them all.
And speaking of making kids cry, so DLP are taking part in the Ultimate Princess Celebration. There is so little information about this. It is wild. So it's taking place August 23rd to 29th with special appearances by Disney princesses, Queen Anna and Elsa. There's going to be snacks and surprises. That is as deliberately vague as possible. And the reason why I say kids are going to cry is because Anna and Elsa be out, kids won't be able to say hello to them, and they'll cry.
No, they'll just literally zoom past. I love DLP's reply. DLP Report's reply to their own tweet, which is, all I read is, we don't really want to do it, so let's chug it out over 1 week and be done.
I also enjoy someone else has replied under it being like, define snacks. Biscuits with Nutella? Question mark?
Because that's a Disney snack. DLP snack. Yeah.
Wild.
So yeah, I think that's it for DLP. Then moving stateside, one thing I want to mention, which I don't think you sent in a thing,
no,
is that Happily Ever After's dying.
Yes,
it's allegedly not coming back after the 50th. Yeah. They're stopping it for the 50th. There's a couple of nights with either no fireworks or fireworks just being slightly earlier. People haven't really commented which is which. And then it's the 50th fireworks, and then who knows? Yeah. Even though Happily Ever After is only 3-4 years old.
Yeah, it's really not been out very long.
Now, the day that they came out and said that it was retiring, so many cast members were like, it's not, that's a lie. Like, it's just a lie. Like, it's coming back.
Oh.
Yeah. But then Disney keeps saying this is it because on the app they've changed it to last time to see or something, or last chance to catch or something for Happily Ever After. But cast members keep coming out on social media. It's a spider on the wall.
Oh no.
Oh, now I've seen it. Sorry, 1 second.
That's all right. No, because whilst you deal with the spider so we'll come on to some of the entertainment that's coming back, but they kind of briefly mention it on Disney Parks blog, and they say that means this summer is also your last chance to come out and catch the current fireworks show before they sparkle into Disney history. Epcot Forever will conclude its limited time run on September 28th, and you have until September 29th to take in the spectacle of Happily Ever After at Magic Kingdom Park.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that Disney World and Disney media is like, no, this is it. And so many cast members are like, no, it's not. And I'm like...
I'm confused.
No, same. Because like, there's so many cast members being like, there's no way they'd do this. Disney said that they'd stop it for the 50th and then bring it back. We were always told this. I don't know where this is coming from. So, I don't know.
Wild.
But then my thing is, after the 50th, they're either going to keep the 50th fireworks or they're going to bring out a new show?
Yeah.
That seems like way more expensive.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it seems like a real quick... Like, don't get me wrong. We are full advocates for Hi Hello DLP. You've the 30th coming up. Give us fucking different fireworks and never bring Illuminations back. We are banging that drum.
Illuminations.
All time
now,
long.
If they turned around to me and said Illuminations is going to retire, I would be there at its grave throwing flowers into the casket. I'd be like, good luck, goodbye, see you later.
Yeah. So don't get me wrong. We're very here for that. But I don't know. Walt Disney World likes to hang on to fireworks for dear fucking life.
And
like,
also, Happy Ever After is a great show.
Yeah.
And people love it.
Yeah, people do really like it.
Like, diehards love it. And see, once you know that people who go to the parks every day still love it,
yeah,
it's just a bit weird. The only thing I am happy about is that if COVID allows me to go in January, I'll get a whole new show.
Yeah.
Because I know that we talked about that a few weeks ago, whether the 50th spectacular thing, the light show that they had going on, was going to be with Happily Ever After, or if they're going to make a new fireworks show. So I'm kind of excited that there's going to be a new show, but now I need to not watch it.
I'll watch it, and I will, without giving you any spoilers, try to let you know how much you'll cry.
But I'm also kind of like, I'm really bet into my Disney vlogs at the moment. Like, I've started watching vloggers I've never watched before.
Ooh.
Just to see other things.
Yeah.
Because they do other things. And I'm like, that when this premieres, I'm just going to have to be like so fast on the button.
You're going to have to avoid everybody.
Because I just don't want it, like, if it's a brand new thing that I know I'm going to get to see in real life.
Yeah.
I'm not watching it on YouTube first.
No, and that
what a
makes
waste.
Complete sense as well. Like, complete sense. But yeah, it's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit wild. Now, don't get me wrong, I would be quite happy if, because I know everybody lost their goddamn mind when Wishes changed and all that kind of stuff, and controversial opinion, I didn't care for Wishes when I saw it.
Wishes!
I really was not a fan.
Wishes!
But I would be quite happy if Disney did this every couple of years, refresh the fireworks, used more current properties, but be slightly more picky with their current properties, so they're not putting fucking live action Beauty and the Beast in fireworks.
Oh gosh.
What were they thinking?
I would love to meet the Imagineer that was like, yes.
Oh, that was a good idea.
This will last the test of time.
So don't get me wrong, I would be quite happy if they refresh them more often. But I mean, you could do that with a refresh rather than changing the whole goddamn thing. I don't know. I guess we'll
I know,
see.
it just seems a bit mad that in the middle of all this, oh, we gotta save money here, we gotta cut costs here, you can't have entertainment, you can't have this, you can't have that. They're like, we're gonna retire this whole show and bring you a brand new one.
It's a bit wild.
Yeah.
Actually, though, whilst I think of it, and this is a total digression, but just because you mentioned Imagineering, have you watched the new show on Disney Plus?
No, we started watching Sweet Tooth on Netflix.
Okay.
And we've also just been watching a lot of Kitchen Nightmares
Oh,
on
fair.
YouTube. because they just keep uploading full episodes, and we're like, yes, Gordon Ramsay.
Nice.
Yes.
Sandy's been watching that as well.
I just don't know what it is. It's so interesting. Sometimes, do you know what it is? You really watch it to watch Gordon be a great guy.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, wow, what a stellar man. He's just fantastic.
Fair.
So yeah, no, have not watched it yet, but it is on the list.
It's really good. I've only watched 2 episodes. I saw the dads talking about it, and a lot of them were giving out about it because they started with the Jungle Cruise episode. So I think Dwayne Johnson is behind the whole series, or I think he's involved in the whole series.
Okay.
I haven't watched the Jungle Cruise one first because everyone kept saying how goddamn cringe it was, and I'm like, it's Jungle Cruise. You kind of have to expect a certain amount of cringe.
Yeah.
No, is that not how this works?
It's the ride.
So I skipped straight to episode 2. Which was all about the Haunted Mansion, because obviously that would be the one I would want to go to. I quite like it. It's kind of a bit Imagineering story-esque. Like, a lot of the same characters and a lot of the same Imagineers obviously pop up and you can see them talking. Mm-hmm. But it goes obviously into more of a deep dive about it. They had a whole bit about Phantom Manor, and they got to show off Phantom Manor loads, which obviously made me very happy. But if you have recently watched the Imagineering story, it might be a little bit tedious.
Oh, there's a lot of repetition.
There's a lot of repetition in it. And then I watched the Haunted Mansion one with Adam, and I watched the Star Tours one by myself because he's never been on Star Tours and he doesn't want to spoil it for himself. And I was like, okay. It was down the last time he was in DLP, and I don't
Even though there's like 32 different combinations of what could happen.
I don't think he knows what to expect from it
okay.
at all. So I think he's kind of like Sam, thinking that Phantom Manor was a roller coaster. I think that's about as much knowledge as he has about it. So I watched the Star Tours one by myself, and it starts out all about Star Tours, and it's great. But then it goes into a whole massive thing about Galaxy's Edge as well. It's a bit wild.
Like an ad.
The whole thing is an ad for the parks, obviously.
Well, obviously, but like more so shoehorning in Galaxy's Edge feels like a real ad. Do you know what I mean?
And they have this like narrator that's kind of trying to be the narrator from Come Dine With Me.
Excellent.
But she is very, very American.
Oh.
So it doesn't quite have that genuine, almost sarcastic tone. It's very like, So, yeah. It's good, and I would recommend watching it, and I will watch all of it.
I'll definitely watch it. It's on the list for a rotation.
Fair. It's an interesting one.
Okay, well, getting to the news that you did send. Let's see. What's something?
Before we do that though, do you want to talk about the Spirit jersey?
What Spirit jersey? Oh yeah. So I was on. What was I on? Facebook. See, Facebook sometimes comes up with a random shite, and I think they were shooting promo clips for it or something. But obviously the girl got to keep it or whatever. There was a girl spotted in Walt Disney World with the 50th anniversary Spirit jersey and ears on. And someone snapped it and put it on Facebook or Instagram or wherever it went originally. So it's not a fantastic picture. It's not like the product picture. Yeah. So it's not the best showcase of it. But yeah, it doesn't look great.
Yeah.
It looks very plasticky.
It's like...
It's very iridescent.
Yeah. I'm not even... Like, it's a weird pink as well.
Yeah, I like the ears. I think the ears are cute because that kind of style, I think, suits ears. Because it's like all one thing on an ear shebang. One style, one cool.
Yeah.
But the jersey's just a bit...
It also looks very thick.
Thick? Yeah. It looks like a different material.
It's like scuba material.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see it in real life. Because even though I'm not there till January, I'm pretty confident that Walt Disney World is going to have millions of these.
Oh, 100%.
So
they'll
definitely still be there, but
it's not. It's like a blush mauve color.
Yeah, it's just when you look at the castle and like the 50th medallion that they put up the other day, it's not the same. I thought it was going to be like blue.
Yeah, it's strange, and then it has like stripes of like iridescent glitter, and it's gonna wash atrociously. Oh my god.
But yeah, like you said to me the other day, I hope they come out with another one. And it's not just this one. They may well do two, to be fair. Yep. Like at Christmas they come out with two minimum. So
very true.
The other day we were watching a vlog and this guy went to the character warehouse and Ed was like, "What's this place?" I was like, "This place is where we'll be going to get all my Christmas stuff because it better be fucking full of Christmas shit when we go in the first week of January."
Yep. And as I said, there's that Halloween left.
He was like, "It's so cheap." I'm like, "I know. That's why we'll definitely be going." I was like, even if we go there on a crap day, I'm still going to get something. Oh, are you okay? What the hell was that?
I had 3 jackets hung on one of those command hooks and it just squeaked and fell and scared the ever-living life out of me.
I thought you were being like possessed. That was terrifying. Because I heard like the squeak, but it sounded more like a shriek and I was like, oh my god. Right.
That's
okay.
time.
Cool. So, more entertainment returning across Walt Disney World this summer. It's been really great this summer to once again gather in the Harambe Theatre at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park for a celebration of Festival of the Lion King. And to feel our hearts soar with the sight of fireworks in the skies of our Magic Kingdom Park in Epcot. We're continuing to work on bringing even more entertainment experiences back to Walt Disney World Resort. And today I'm thrilled to let you know about 4 other favourites returning soon. Start with Disney's Hollywood Studios and the return of Wonderful World of Animation at the Chinese Theatre. Theatre of the Stars on Sunset Boulevard will host once again Beauty and the Beast live on stage. We're also excited to share that you'll soon be able to visit those monsters of comedy in Monstropolis and chat with a certain sea turtle at the Seas with Nemo and Friends. Mike Wazowski will begin welcoming humans to the Monster Inc. laugh floor at Magic Kingdom Park in August 8th, and then on the 21st of August you can get your most pressing questions answered during Turtle Talk with Crush at Epcot. We also recently announced that all new nighttime spectaculars Disney Enchantment and Harmonious will be debuting October 1st as part of the world's most magical celebration. That means this summer is also your last chance to come out and catch the current fireworks show before they sparkle into Disney history, as you said before. Epcot Forever will also complete its limited time run. And you have until September 29th to take in the spectacle of Happily Ever After at Magic Kingdom. Please tell me this isn't happening. Is Happily Ever After really retiring? This has been my favourite fireworks show ever. I can't imagine this would not be returning after the celebration. Sure hoping this is just some poorly worded statement. How could you take that as a poorly worded statement?
Yeah, I don't know.
It could not be more clear. Oh, is Finding Nemo the musical coming back? If not, is it going to be replaced by a Raya-inspired show, which for theming purposes makes more sense considering the building is between Asia and Dinoland USA?
Oh, that would be cute.
It would be cute. Thank Nicarama 87.
Nice.
It's actually a really good idea. So yeah, it's great to see that they're bringing back entertainment. It's great that they're bringing back more entertainment to cast members. It's just, look, they clearly, wow, all this money they don't have. Wow.
Yeah.
Mad. Poor souls. So, such a hard life for them.
Some more, another thing, I suppose, that's coming back to the Disney park. So, the Hall of Presidents is going to be opening soon with good old Joey Biden. So, it's been closed for a while. And I feel like, although I think when Trump was going in, that took a really long time because he kept refusing to
go there and
do the stuff for it. Yeah. So yeah, the 46th president of the United States, Joe Biden, will be added, and they're also adding, I think, Peach Blossoms because he's from Delaware, which is cute. And unfortunately, Donald Trump will still be in it. He'll just take somewhere else on the stage because he has.
Maybe they'll move him to like a corner.
That would be nice.
Because now he's not because now he's not the president, they can move him somewhere else.
Yeah. I won't lie, the like screenshot that they have on Disney Parks blog, he looks very like Joe. He looks far more like Joe Biden than the Trump one looked like Trump. But it's an awful, and I mean, America, it's just a heck load of angry looking white men.
Yeah.
Obviously they're all animatronics, but still.
I I feel pretty confident that we just won't do this.
Oh, I didn't do it. I kind of wish I
just-
had done it when I went, because there would have been no Trump, and it was when Barack Obama was president. So I
It was a
kind of
good
wish I
time.
had done it. That would have
Yeah.
been the peak time, but it is what it is.
The only reason I can see us going is if we're really stuck for
aircon.
lines, and I want aircon.
Fair.
That's about it.
Fair.
Charting new adventures on the world famous Jungle Cruise. The newly enchanted Jungle Cruise attraction officially opens to explorers today, July 16th, which was 10 days ago. And the mischievous wildlife are ready at Disneyland Park. Disney Imagineers have taken a deeper dive into the backstory of the comedic characters, safari adventures, and tour guides you will meet on their journey through the jungle. For the first time in Disney history, a cast member is featured in a Disney park attraction. A Jungle Cruise skipper. Travelers will find a rhinoceros pointing the way to ill-fated skipper Felix as his passengers pass him by up a pole. The video below, there's a video here, highlights favourites along with the new fun you can find on this sometimes perilous, always hilarious river adventure. Also appearing as one of our witty skippers, some say they are the true stars of the show. You can take the Jungle Cruise journey today at Magic Kingdom Park, where all the new adventures will soon be complete. Wherever you choose to start your adventure, the most dangerous part of the journey is always the same: coming back to civilization. After your adventures at Disneyland Park, stop by the Tropical Hideaway for the new Dole Whip Pineapple Split, featuring Dole Whip, blueberries, strawberries, and mandarin oranges, topped with coconut caramel, crushed plantains, dried hibiscus, and toasted coconut. Wow. It will be served in a Jungle Cruise dessert bowl, which looks like a Jungle Cruise boat, complete with a red and white striped canopy.
Oh, cute.
Oh, I wanted a picture of that.
Cute.
So yeah. And then also yesterday,
Yeah.
the 26th, was the world premiere of Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
And The Rock and Emily,
Blunt.
yes, thank you, were at Jungle Cruise in Disneyland.
Yeah.
It was cute. It was nice.
It was very cute. I have to say, I'm quite excited to see the Jungle Cruise.
Me too.
I always enjoy, I love Dwayne The Rock Johnson. What a sweetheart. I just think he's great. And I love Emily Blunt.
Yeah, there was, I watched a couple of videos where there was girls, not screaming for Emily Blunt, but they're like, Emily, oh my god, hi. And they were they said something to her and she thought it was, Emily Blunt thought it was hilarious. She laughed. And there was this whole thing of everyone being like, look at The Rock, just being an absolute gentleman, stepping back and just allowing Emily to talk to the people she's talking to. Not, interrupting, just being a great human and just allowing his co-star to just be her.
I will say, and I've seen a couple of things online where, so Jack Whitehall is in it, playing apparently, as he has said in interviews, a gay character. However, he never actually says in the movie that he's gay. And whilst I am very here for Disney
It's just meant to be
including
implied, is
it, by osmosis, you're supposed to assume this. Disney, do more. It's 2021.
I wouldn't mind. They have
Cop on.
They have gay characters in High School Musical the series.
Yeah.
And they're very much gay. And it's not a secret,
Yeah.
it's not hidden. So
Cop the fuck on, have better representation and show it off, actually. Don't just infer it.
yeah.
But what I will say, and speaking of gay representation, Nina fucking West went to the premiere of Jungle Cruise. Nina West is a drag queen from season 11 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Massive Disney fan. Her dress that she wore, it had the most ridiculous train in the world. It had 3 gators on it, and it said the backside of water. And she had a little Jungle Cruise skipper boat purse. It was amazing.
But it was great. It wasn't tacky.
No,
It was fantastic.
Perfect. It was campy as all hell and so perfect. I loved it. I love Nina West in general. If you've never looked at her, I'll try and include a link in the show notes. If you've never seen her Disney medley that she does at live shows, it's amazing. Well worth the watch. Big fan.
I agree.
sticking with Disney World. So Disney Parks blog announced a couple more restaurants that are going to be reopening soon at Walt Disney World. So over at the Yacht Club from August 5th, the Yachtsman Steakhouse is going to be reopening. Disney's Coronado Springs, Toledo. Tapas Steak and Seafood is going to be reopening on August 5th as well. Then at Magic Kingdom, Columbia Harbour House is going to be reopening also on August 5th. And then finally on August 2nd, Pizza Fari at Disney's Animal Kingdom is going to be reopening. So it's good to see more places reopening. It's more food options for people, more food options for Kate, but it's also more cast members back at work. So
Yay.
We love to see it.
Wow, employment. Woo.
We love to see it.
Speaking of employment, Disney Cruise Line. Disney Cruise Line to resume Bahamian voyages from Florida in August. The Disney Dream will kick off our long-awaited return to cruising from the US with tropical voyages to the Bahamas, departing from Port Canaveral, Florida. 3- and 4-night cruises will visit our private island Castaway Cay for an unforgettable vacation at sea. This lady, Yolanda, is speaking on behalf of our entire cast and crew when I empathetically say we have missed you. Right now we're working hard to get ready for your return, and our focus remains on operating in a responsible way while creating magic for all on board. That's why we've enhanced our health and safety measures to promote wellness for guests and crew aboard our ships and in the destinations we visit. As always, our ships are overflowing with magic, from beloved character encounters to enchanting Broadway-style musicals and a spectacular fireworks display at sea. And you'll be pleased to know that we've come up with new and exciting ways to create memories together, tailored to our times and presented with all the care you've come to expect from Disney Cruise Line. Also included experience updates and details about our multi-layered approach to health and safety. We couldn't be more excited for you to join us on board. Here's to charting a magical course together again. Bless.
I don't think they are requiring people to be vaccinated. I think I saw the dads talking about this.
Awful. What a
Which
terrible.
I find very interesting, because for
on
the
a
UK,
boat.
but for the UK cruises, you
had
had
to
to
be.
have both vaccines. You had to be fully vaccinated.
And you weren't even leaving the country.
No, you were literally just going around the UK.
You were in still British waters, like.
Now I have to say, there's a couple of people that I follow on Instagram that went on the cruises and they looked to be pretty good. A girl called Charlotte Ruff. Now she does work for Disney. She works in their marketing team, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
But she has a bunch of Instagram stories. She went with her mom, and it looked pretty fun.
I don't believe anyone that works for the company.
Yeah.
Not saying that she's lying, but people who work as we know, as when you work for the company, you're just in the bubble of, wow, this is amazing.
That very much.
Yeah.
And then I know there's a couple people within the After Dark Facebook group that have gone on it as well. And I think it was Simon posted a couple things about his time. He, I think, had a really long wait to get tests done. I think they were waiting over like 2 hours
Jesus,
for their PCR tests before they could get on the ship. So
that's
have
mad.
seen mixed things.
The actual PCR test, I think, only takes 15 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Weird. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like we've been talking about this. Well, we have been talking about this for nearly 2 years.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess you just kind of have to start doing things now, because otherwise we'll never figure out how to do them again.
Yeah.
So
Very true.
I'm just happy that I guess people get to be employed. And I know that people say working on a cruise is really fucking hard, but some people must love it because they do it. So that's the Disney Cruise Lines.
Yeah. And then the final bit of news is they've released a poster for the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. And there's a big long post on Disney Parks blog about it. So I'll go through the kind of, because they've like really like broken down the poster. So the Halcyon, I feel like I'm sure Star Cruiser is
Halcyon?
I don't know, is in the upper left corner, is your home for the 2-night adventure. The sleek ship is known for its impeccable service, fabulous entertainment and exquisite dining, all of which you'll enjoy during your vacation. Side note, you can see a model of the ship right now at Walt Disney Presents in Disney's Hollywood Studios. So there are 4 people at the center of the poster: a youngling wearing Jedi robes and wielding a lightsaber, an adult dressed in the uniform of a First Order officer, a Twi'lek adult, which I'm assuming is like a teenager. Sure. No. Twi'lek adult.
No, Twi'lek is the race.
My bad. And another youngling appears to be holding a piece of technology of some sort. What? These figures are meant to represent you, the travelers, because Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser is about your choices and how you live your personal Star Wars stories. Do you want to support the First Order, live like a Jedi in training, or perhaps become a member of High Galactic Society? It's all waiting for you to discover and decide. So in front of those central figures is an Aura series astromech droid, but one that seems to have had a few extra bells and whistles. I bet there's a few stories there too. Okay. In the lower left, you can see passengers enjoying the remarkable cuisine offered in the Crown of Corellia dining room. The Star Cruiser's enticing supper club. Supper club. That's an interesting choice of phrase.
Yeah.
Anyways, the food and drink certainly seem otherworldly. The image in the lower right is something I'm incredibly excited for: lightsaber training. That's right, part of your experience, you'll face off on a training remote similar to how Luke Skywalker once did to learn the lightsaber's ancient ways. Looming above all is the intimidating visage of Kylo Ren. Couple him with those First Order stormtroopers charging into the scene on the left-hand side, and I have a bad feeling about this. The Halcyon Star Cruiser does have a storied past after all, and a reputation for finding itself in the middle of galactic conflicts. Luckily, Chewbacca and his trusty bowcaster are there in the upper right corner. Remember, it's not wise to upset a Wookiee. Don't miss what's happening at the very bottom of the poster. There's something very familiar about those spires, especially to anyone who's travelled to Batuu. I've heard the Halcyon Cruiser is adding that far-flung planet to its itinerary starting next year. There's a lot in that.
I feel like we cannot make any comment on this whatsoever until someone goes and films it.
Yeah, I need to see a vlog.
It's just too complicated. The whole thing is too complicated, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And because it's so complicated, it's thousands and thousands of dollars. And I don't know, I'm just like, can they get it good enough that it's not going to feel shit?
Yeah.
I need someone who's not fucking blood connected to the Disney bubble. Like, I need an outsider's opinion. I don't want the Diz. I don't want the trackers. I don't want anyone like that. I want a completely separate layman who's just a Star Wars fan and is like, this seems fun. I want them. I want their opinion.
Yeah.
I don't want someone who's like, oh, we expect this from Disney or we expect that from... No. I don't care. I just don't believe that it can be that good. Because, like, when you go to Batuu, the regular guests are still there.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're dressed in these fucking Jedi robes in Florida heat...
You're gonna die.
But then you're surrounded by people in khakis and flip-flops. Like, I just don't understand.
Yeah, I'm also, like, don't get me wrong, I would be intrigued to see a tracker vlog about it purely because of how in-depth they go about the rooms and what everything looks like. As for a value for money standpoint, no. Because again, what was it, like a few weeks ago, they were just like, hey, we're just going to stay in the Grand Floridian for an extra night. It's okay. The room cost us $1,500 a night.
And they also stayed in a 6-person suite in Art of Animation and complained that it was too small.
Yeah. So as for their take on the value for money, no. As for like a good look at what the hell it actually is, yes.
I wonder if there'll be USB ports.
I don't know. And also, it makes me think of you every time he says a USB plug, because I know it's not a plug.
Oh, everything he says is wrong. Everything he says is incorrect. But loads between him and Jen.
So yeah,
I've been down some holes lately.
I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued.
Mm-hmm, me too.
Not a thing I think I will ever do.
No.
But
I'm
actually intrigued.
I don't even think this is something I'd be willing to save up for and be like, oh, we're definitely going to do this.
No. I can think of so many other Disney things I would rather save my money and do, which include a regular Disney cruise and that Adventures by Disney thing that you do in California where you go to the vaults and stuff. I would much rather do
Tokyo.
that. Yeah. Oh, this was all stuff after going to any of the other parks.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Like, as far as like ridiculous extra things to do, this is not one I think I will ever pay for.
Yep.
Not unless if I won like the Euro Millions, maybe. Maybe.
But it would be a push. There's way more things I'd rather do.
100%.
And I also just feel like you'd have to be really into role playing, like Dungeons and Dragons, LARPing, like all that kind of stuff. If
what
you're
the hell
really
is LARPing?
Live action role play.
Oh.
It's basically just live action role play where people like dress up as like knights and all that sort of stuff. But I feel like you'd have to be really into that, which is fine if that's your thing.
Yeah.
But if you're not that outgoing in that sense, I feel like you'll just not enjoy it.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. It is a long, well-documented thing. I love a theme. Love a theme. But I'm more like a Disney-bound and chill kind of gal. Mm-hmm. Like, I ain't a cosplay kind of person.
Yeah, they're like cosplay, like...
It's
just grand. It's absolutely great. If that's what you're into, then this is your fucking dream. But me, no.
But it's also kind of like... I'm going to make a real general sweeping statement here. I feel like a lot of people with the volume of money to be able to afford to do this are also generally, sweeping generalization, are often the kind of people that aren't necessarily the type that would cosplay and get fully into something like this. You know?
I fully agree.
Tend to be slightly more, and again, sweeping generalization, bit of a dry shite.
Yeah. And somewhat posers.
Exactly. So I don't know. It would be interesting to see, because I remember the days before Pete like saying he was super excited to do this, but under no way, shape, or form was he gonna wear Star Wars clothes. And I'm like,
you're not doing
he's the exact kind of person where he wants to go and experience it because it's a bougie Disney thing to do, but he has absolutely zero idea to just kind of jump in head first and get into it.
But like, you're just not going then, because
that's
at least half the experience.
Yeah.
So no.
So I'm intrigued.
That's like going to the bar and be like, I'd like a drink, but I only want the glass.
Yeah.
Don't give me the liquid. Just give me a glass. But anyway, yeah, that's everything for news.
Yeah.
And I think that about wraps us up.
I think so, yeah.
If you guys have anything, the Monsters at Work series on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
That's fun. You should watch that. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's interesting. Mike and Sully are in it a lot.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize. I thought because it was like a spin-off show that it wouldn't, but it is. It's interesting. So yeah, if there's anything you guys think we should talk about within the next couple of weeks, please let us know. Mm-hmm. If you have any opinions on Happily Ever After, please let us know. Do you think I'll be able to go in January? Please let me know. You can hit us up on Instagram at Mickey Waffles Pod or on Twitter at Mickey Waffle Pod, or send us an email.
Yeah, send us an email. If you are listening on an Apple device, or if your podcast listening app of choice lets you leave a review, please do. That would be great. Also, feel free to check out the other podcasts me and Kate are on. They're always listed in the show notes. Kate's got Christmas Cracker. I often show up on Disney Parks and Beyond and That Universal Podcast, so you can check them all out if you want.
There's not been a Christmas Cracker for a couple of weeks, but look, we're coming back strong with August.
It's fine.
We're getting closer and closer to Christmas.
Yeah. What I will say is I'm going to do a cheeky little plug for another podcast on the network. I don't know if you've listened to it, but Nick does a solo show called Walking Movies, which I've been greatly enjoying lately, where literally he records a podcast just by himself. It's basically like a really long voice note where he discusses a movie that he's going to go see in the cinema as he's walking to the cinema, and then discusses the movie as he walks home from the cinema.
Oh my god, why have I never listened to this?
Kate, it's so good. I'm going to leave a link to it in the
great.
show notes. I'll leave a link to it in the show notes. Me and Sandy had a whole big conversation about it the other day. Such an easy concept. Really enjoy.
Great.
Would
You'd want to
recommend.
hope there's no hills on the way, wouldn't you?
Yeah, true. Although I think there was a flood when he was going to the cinema the other day.
Oh,
so.
Jesus, wow. Anyways, yep. So that's it for this week, guys. Have a great 2 weeks. Stay safe. And be kind. Just be kind.
Yeah, be nice to people. Still wear a mask. Especially if you live in Ireland. But even if you live anywhere else, wear a mask, please.
Wear a mask. And get vaccinated. Kate, thanks. Bye. Bye.
This podcast is part of the After Dark Podcast Network.